Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you all are doing extremely well. So today in this video, I'm going to show the interview experience of a selected candidate in Mindtree. So make sure to watch the complete video if you are preparing for the same, because now they have started sending selection mail to the students for Mindtree. So if you are preparing for the same, make sure to watch the complete video. This video will be very helpful for you. Along with the questions that were asked from the selected candidate, we'll be discussing some other tips and strategies as well. So do watch the complete video. And this is the interview experience of 2021 pass out, so definitely it will be helpful for you, and it is the recent interview experience itself, right? So let's start with the technical interview first. But before proceeding further, be a part of our Telegram channel and do subscribe our channel as well. So first of all, like it is started with the most basic question, that is introduction. So you have to basically introduce yourself. That's what started with the candidate as well. Then they moved to the DSA part. So what she told is, like, they were much into DSA part, like in sorting and searching, and even you can have a look on the same on the questions that were provided by her as well. That is, the next question was asked regarding sorting algorithms. So it was like, how many sorting algorithms are there? Can you elaborate on them and which one is good and not? So it was like we could say elaborate discussion. Her interview experience was for 40 minutes. So average we can say generally interview experience will be from 20 to 40 minutes, right? And then the question was related to heap, that what is the heap. So it's not like just one liner you are explaining. One line also you can say, but if you would elaborate more on that part, so that would also be great. Then can you increase the size of array and linked list? So this question was also a basic one. So it's not like they're asking very difficult question. Just all they want to understand is that if you have a basic understanding of all the data structures or not. So here you can see they are much DSA oriented, and it's like they are not asking very difficult questions, but just a basic understanding of them, right? Then how will you implement stack using queue? So for this as well, there are two strategies. I have already made one video where I have explained that how we can implement stack using queue. So sometimes they are much convinced with your logic itself, so they won't be asking you to write the code for the same. So even if logic is clear, then definitely implementation is pretty much easy for you, right? So I'm attaching the video link here so that you can just go through the video so that you can understand that how we can implement stack using queue. Again, this is a good question that was asked. Then the next question was that what is a binary search tree? So I think that most of you must be aware of. Again, it is a basic question. So the question regarding this was asked. Then question related to OOPS were asked. So OOPS is very, very important concept, and I have told you many times that no matter for which company you are applying, you are interviewing for, OOPS concepts will be asked. Rarely it will happen that they won't be asking you any question from OOPS. Otherwise, OOPS, its features, the real life example of OOPS features, implementation related things, these things will be asked from you. And in probably in case of Mindtree, so I'm 100% sure that it will be asked, coding related questions will be asked, most probably from the DSA part itself. Then the next question was that write a program to check whether an array is a sub-array of another array. So yeah, this was another question that was asked. Difference between procedure-oriented versus object-oriented language. So yeah, this one is a basic question that was asked just to understand that whether you know or not that why there was a need of object-oriented language and why object-oriented language is better than that of procedure-oriented language, right? Coming to the coding part, I just want to mention that it's not like if you are aware of the question, so you are just directly coding it up. It's always good to communicate with the interviewer to understand the constraint for the given question. That okay, what kind of input will be provided, what are the constraint, or whether he is much interested that to be solved in constant time space or whatnot. So just communicate with the interviewer to understand, to get a proper idea of the question. It's not just if you are aware of the question, if you have solved it before, you are directly solving it, right? It will show that you are somewhat intuitive and you are a good problem solver, right? So this was about round 2, and let's come to round 3 now, right? Okay, so this is round 3. I just mistakenly mentioned round 2 itself on the above. So round 3, HR interviewed was. So it was about introducing right? So it is started with introduction of the candidate. Then the HR asked about my hobbies. So yeah, you can see that basic HR question is getting asked from the candidate. Then what all programming languages do you know? And also just don't think that in HR there will be only basic HR questions. Sometimes they do ask technical questions as well. Even some friends of mine as well, they have faced some technical questions in the HR part as well. So yeah, anything can happen. Also, just to mention that have a thorough idea about the company for which you are interviewing for, like for Mindtree. So you should have proper idea regarding Mindtree, and right, some background knowledge you should have. And all these kind of questions are expected, like is why do you want to join Mindtree, and also make sure that you have proper answer to answer these kind of questions. Then we have you participated in any hackathon? So again, see, these kind of questions are not going to eliminate you if you haven't participated. That's totally okay. So you can mention that you haven't. If you haven't participated, just simply mention that you haven't participated. Then describe your final year project. Well, this is a question that we usually expect in the technical, but see, it was asked in the HR. So yeah, it's not like HR is always going to be a proper HR round itself. So final year project based questions were asked, and then did you face any conflict while working in a team? So by asking these kind of questions, HR is basically trying to understand your team management skills, so like leadership skills and all. Then do you have any offers at hand? Now for this question, students do worry a lot. They do think that if we mention yes, I have an offer, so probably I won't be selected or not. So let me tell you that this is not the case. I have interviewed for many companies, and when I have always mentioned that yes, I have an offer, right? So that's what the thing. Like the first company was I was selected, that was TCS, and then later on for the companies I appeared, I mentioned that yes, I have an offer. So it will never create a problem. I got the offer. Even answering like this. But initially, even I was afraid. Like some of my friends told that this is not how we do. But yes, some seniors of mine told that that's totally okay. They just want to understand the company you are selected in, and accordingly, if you have a good package in hand, so there can be there can be a possibility that they can do some alteration in the amount that you're going to get in a company after getting selected. Can be a possibility, but not always, because the amount of CTC is generally fixed for most of the companies, right? So yeah, there's no such problem. If you are mentioning about the offers you have, you can go ahead with that, right? Then if you have answered this question, then a question that is also asked to me, so I want to mention here that if you said that yes, I have an offer in hand, so they'll be asking you about the company as well, that from which company you are holding the offer. Then they will ask you that if you have offer from this company, then why do you want to join my company? Like why do you want to join this particular company, right? So you should have a proper answer for this, right? You can mention something like this, that yes, I'm selected, but I'm still exploring, and I think that I can do better, so I'm just analyzing myself. So these kind of things you can mention instead of but don't mention anything negative about any other company in which you are selected. Just talk about yourself, that you're exploring, you are analyzing yourself, you are checking that how good you can do, and all these things, right? You can mention that as of now I haven't joined, so that's why I'm exploring. Once I'll be a part of the company, I'll be committed to that. So this kind of answer you can give to the interview, that is kind of convincing. Okay, then are you ready to relocate? So for this question you have to say yes, right? Even if there's some like your parents told that you have to say no or whatever, so say yes to it, because yeah, this is a private job, and if you're saying no, then they'll be offering it to someone else, right? Because they have many candidates, it's not just you who are there. So as of now, just say yes. Later on you can decide that what to do and what not. Then do you have any question for me? This is also a question that interviewer you usually ask. So in that question, just simply don't be blank. Although it won't cause any problem, I guess, but even if you are asking some questions, so it shows that yes, you are interested to be a part of the company. So you can ask about the company work culture, work life balance, and all these things, or perhaps the technology you'll be working in if you select it. So all these things, all these kind of questions you can ask to the interviewer, right? So yeah, this was a complete interview experience of the selected candidate. Hope it was helpful for you. If it is so, then make sure to hit the like button. Do subscribe this channel. Also guys, share the video among your friends as well who are going to appear for the interview. Definitely the video will be helpful for them. So thank you everyone. Bye bye.